Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Maria and I do a lot of solo traveling, so that's why in this video I want to show you on how to do it. So don't be scared, I'm gonna show a little guide for you here, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification to my channel. So let's roll the video on. Indeed, I have lived in 6 different countries in 3 different continents in the past 3.5 years. I started in Shanghai, China. I was studying there for a year. It was a crazy experience. This is where I lived for 1 year, and this is my school. I tasted cheese for the first time there. I ate so much fried food and met some beautiful friends, and I also joined Dragon Boat Festival. And then I decided to move to Kyoto, Japan for 6 months. I was an intern there. It was pretty hard. This was my house for half a year. It's literally 17 meters square. But then yeah, I'm here. And this is where I worked. I started liking beer there, spent hours sitting on that river, met more lovely people, even went for a hike with my Japanese friend, learned how to use the perfect kimono, and even brought Indonesian traditional food for my Japanese team. And then I moved to Marbella, Spain. They have 320 days of sunny days in a year. I can run every day there just by the beach. I decided to transfer to Marbella with this girl, Senia. That was where I live, fancy. And this was my campus. And obviously I met a lot of cute friends there. And I moved to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. It was the worst work experience ever, but the best life experience. I realized what are the things that makes me happy and the things that I don't. The place where I was living is so beautiful. I even have a seafood market where I can get fresh catches every day. I also met this lovely human being, Miriam. And then I moved to Bintan in Indonesia for a 2-month internship. It's a place out of nowhere, but I really enjoyed life there. I went for more hikes there, really living out of nature, ate the most amazing food, and realized how beautiful Indonesia is. And then I moved back again to Marbella, Spain. And then in the end, I was in Crans-Montana in Switzerland from those summer days until pretty crazy winter. This is where I live, and look, this is my view every day. Met some crazy beautiful friends.
We're going to get old men.
I found Cecilia again and went to some of the most pristine places on earth. That's how I started my solo traveling trips. Remember, you can always travel everywhere in the world on budget if you plan it very well. Always adapt to the places that you're gonna visit in the future. Invest sometimes on doing some research on the cheapest way of traveling. I mean, sometimes you just don't have a choice, but at least you spend those times to know better about the place. I went with airplanes, public buses, trains, metro, funicular, bicycles, motorbike, car, chairlift, boat, until yacht. Now I'm gonna tell you why you should do it. First, you're gonna have total freedom. You can do whatever you want, eat whatever you want. You can sit and read a book, eat everything.
They deserve a 5-star, honestly.
Drink whatever things you like. Second, you're gonna know more culture and also people. And Spanish closed so early and opened so late. Why? Like, I can't eat dinner right now, even though it's already 7:30. Third, you're gonna make like a bunch of new friends. Toby? I made some new friends, Miranda and Sabi. I even visited his hometown in Spain a couple months ago. Finally saw his full-grown Mexican pepper. Yeah, the one from a year ago.
It's okay. Not spicy.
Went for a short tour around his beautiful hometown. We also cooked Spanish tortilla. Wait. This deserves a movie. Rolling in 1, 2, 3. Or you're gonna know yourself more. Really, you're gonna be like way more confident about yourself.
Actually, the open air museum is interesting.
For example, I would prefer going to a history or a cultural museum rather than an art museum. I would prefer going to suburbs rather than cities. It will also help you plan better. In the end of the day, you will know how many hours you can stay active in a day. I prefer my 7-hour sleep. Now I'm going to share some solo traveling tips with you. First, please pack as minimal as possible. For example, I was in a 1-month backpacking trip and then I had like 5 shirts and 2 pants. I mean, it's gonna be such a burden because you're gonna be moving from city to city or country to country. And then second, please pay attention to your safety because also be aware because you don't want to be robbed. Like put your bag in front instead of the back. For example, getting into a taxi in a not very safe country, so you gotta ask for the rate first because they're gonna fool you.
Customers, check this out.
Oops, I forgot an important point. It's better to know a little bit of the language because people will really appreciate your simple thank you or your simple please. Adios! And then third, please prepare and verify all your documentations because you don't want to get stuck in a country's border. For example, when I was in Bosnia, I was planning to go to Croatia and then I almost didn't make it because I don't think I have the right documentation. We made it to the border and then she was checking every single page of my passport, all my visa, all stamp, and then I got the stamp out of the union. So I hope I'm gonna be safe with all this documentation. And then fourth, stay in hostels because it will help you find new friends who's also doing solo traveling or backpacking trip, and then you can also go out with them after that. And then 5, please use your common sense and blend in with the place. Well, most probably you will get lost several times, but don't panic, you'll get there. Hiking, I don't know if it's a good choice or a bad choice. Okay, apparently I am in Suitenggu and I hiked for 10 minutes and I'm alone here. I hitchhiked in Mexico before. Thankfully I made it safe. Those guys were super friendly. I'll try. Yay! Because you don't want to be seen as a tourist because you're gonna be such a bait. They're gonna put you into a situation where you're gonna pay like 2-3 times more. I mean, I never put on like my expensive jewelries when I'm traveling alone out there because it's gonna be pretty dangerous. 6th, please know your limit. Like for example, you don't drink as much cocktail or whiskey or tequila. This will be a very funny vlog because first I don't eat a lot in the morning and I'm gonna drink a lot of tequila, which I love, but
This is the first tequila after the years and more.
yeah, está bien. But drink beers instead because it's gonna affect your safety because you're alone out there and no one really knows what's gonna happen to you. And then also don't over plan. Like I know you really want to visit every single place in a city in like 1 or 2 days and it's very short. You're gonna get so tired and not ready for the next day, so you know yourself better. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and tell me when will be your next backpacking trip on the comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up if you can relate to anything, and I'll see you next week.